welcome to 3.TV. I am Ruchi Sharma. South Korean pension fund National Pension Service bought MicroStrategy shares worth nearly $34 million in the second quarter of this year, according to a filing made public earlier this week. The fund disclosed that it purchased 24,500 shares at an average price of $1,377.48 before MicroStrategy announced a 10-for-1 stock split in the beginning of this month. This brings the total number of shares to 245,000, valued at $32.32 million based on MicroStrategy's last close of $131.93. The purchase by NPS can be seen as an indirect investment in Bitcoin, as MicroStrategy is the latest and the largest corporate holder of the token. NPS also holds 229,807 shares of Coinbase worth over $45 million based on Coinbase's last close of $197.12. The fund started buying shares in the crypto exchange in 2023, snapping up 282,673 shares at an average price of $70.5. The Securities and Exchange Commission has approved the launch of MSTX, the first leveraged single stock ETF targeting MicroStrategy. The ETF will seek to deliver 175% of MicroStrategy's stocks daily return. MSTX is issued by DFinance ETFs, which focuses on thematic and leverage ETFs. According to DFinance CEO Sylvia Jablonski, the leveraged MicroStrategy ETF offers amplified exposure to Bitcoin since MicroStrategy is one of the largest corporate holders. As of Q2 2024, MicroStrategy held about 226,500 Bitcoin on its balance sheet. The company took on debt to acquire most of its Bitcoin, making the stock a leveraged Bitcoin play in itself. DFinance hopes MSTX can break out from the pack with the Bitcoin link, but the first of its kind ETF's ultimate success will depend on investor reception and MicroStrategy's performance as a Bitcoin proxy. Donald Trump holds between $1 million to $5 million in Ether and has significant income from non-fungible tokens, licensing fees, according to election disclosures. While the filings list a non-specific amount of Ether, Arkham Intelligence lists the holdings of Trump's wallet at $3.6 million. Aside from the Ether holdings, filings show that Trump made $7.15 million through a licensing agreement with a firm called NFT and the former First Lady Melania Trump had $330,609 in income from the sales of NFTs. OpenSea data shows that the Trump digital trading cards have had over 15,808 ETH in trading volume since their debut. In July, Trump said he plans to release another NFT collection. The operator of the New York Stock Exchange has withdrawn its application to list and trade options based on the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF and the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, according to a Securities and Exchange Commission filing. The SEC extended its review period multiple times after publishing the NYSE proposal for public comment in February 2024, eventually initiating formal proceedings in April, but the proposal was withdrawn by the exchange before a final decision was made. CBOE, where a number of the Bitcoin ETFs are traded, also withdrew its application but has since refiled with a much more extensive proposal. Bitcoin funding rate on Binance have dropped to their lowest levels of the year, signaling a bearish shift as short positions outweigh long ones. For 3 consecutive days, the funding rates have been negative, reflecting increased demand for short positions. This trend aligns with broader market sentiment, showing decreased institutional interest in BTC. Despite this, spot Bitcoin ETFs have seen positive inflows, with $11.11 million recorded on August 15, suggesting continued interest from investors. The Tron network has outpaced Ethereum in revenue over the past 90 days, generating around $435 million in fees compared to Ethereum's $364 million, according to Token Terminal. Tron founder Justin Sun highlighted that Tron's 30-day revenue exceeded Ethereum's by 50%. He projected that if this trend continues, Tron's protocol revenue could surpass $2 billion in 2024. Additionally, USDT settlements on Tron reached $1.25 trillion in Q2 2024, about one-third of Visa's total settlement volume. EagleLayer, a prominent Ethereum restaking protocol, saw $351 million in capital exit within 24 hours due to controversy over its airdrop policy. Reports emerged that Eagle Labs allegedly demands airdrop tokens from projects launching on their platform, using these tokens to secure exchange listings. The practice involving estimates bribes of $5 million has led to accusations of unethical behavior and corruption. Some argue the practice aligns interests while others criticize it as fraudulent. In response, EigenLayer introduced a new policy prohibiting team members from accepting or selling airdrop tokens to enhance transparency and trust. The Bank of Ghana has proposed new draft guidelines for regulating digital assets and is seeking public and stakeholder feedback. This initiative responds to increased crypto adoption in Ghana, driven by high smartphone use and more virtual asset service providers. The proposed regulations aim to address risks like money laundering and terrorism financing, requiring VASPs to perform risk assessments and comply with the FATF travel rule. The Bank of Ghana plans to work with the SEC on complementary frameworks and will permit enhanced payment service providers to handle crypto transactions for registered VASPs though they cannot hold crypto themselves. VASPs will need authorization from the central bank or SEC, potentially including minimum capital and insolvency requirements. Centralized exchanges have become major targets for cybercriminals, leading to a significant rise in stolen funds, which have nearly doubled to $1.58 billion by late July 2024. Ransomware payments also increased to $459.8 million this year, setting the stage for a record-breaking year. Despite a modest rise in hiking incidents, the average stolen value per incident surged by 79.46%. Criminals are returning to targeting centralized exchanges and employing advanced tactics, including social engineering. Ransomware attacks are escalating, with the largest single ransom payment reaching $75 million in 2024, reflecting a dramatic increase from previous years. Binance has agreed to pay $1.76 million to Brazilian regulators over unlicensed derivatives trading. This settlement concludes a year-long investigation by the Brazilian Securities and Exchange Commission. The fine adds to Binance's recent regulatory issues, including penalties in India and Canada. Despite these challenges, cryptocurrency adoption in Brazil is increasing, driven by economic instability and facilitated by the PIX payment system. That's all this bulletin for now. This is Miyuchi Sharma signing off. Do like, share and subscribe to 3.0 And for more information stories, log on to our website www.3worldtv.io or scan the QR code.